Let's talk about dandelions. Yeah, let's talk about dandelion tea. So you basically get the roots of dandelions. Yes, dandelion, the thing that everybody thinks is a weed. You take the roots of dandelions and you can boil them, you can steam them. Most people think that roasting is the way to get the most benefits from it. So maybe you should just be roasting your dandelion roots. Now, you don't want to necessarily do too much of the other parts of the plant just because it's so bitter. And it won't be very pleasant drinks that you'll be sipping it throughout the day. But I want to talk about, dandelions. You blow and little seeds go everywhere, and they've got a beautiful yellow flower, and they grow in your yard, and you mow right over them and chop them up and throw them in the trash, all that stuff. Well, that's one of the healthiest plants on the planet. It's no weed. I encourage it to grow in my yard. Now I dig them up and take about half of the root so that it keeps growing. I make sure they're watered well, and they're very, 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 very susceptible to aphids, which are a multiplying insect that just devour their leaf parts. Anyway, let's talk about the benefits of dandelion tea. I don't want to get into all the stuff you've already Googled and all the stuff you already know about dandelion tea. I want to get into all the stuff that I know about dandelion tea because I did a fast for 3 days and drank nothing but dandelion tea. And in my 3-day fast of drinking nothing but dandelion tea, I discovered a few things. Most importantly, you will pee like crazy. You will be peeing every 10-15 minutes. It's a major diuretic. So, we're talking 10 times more so than any green tea or white tea or black tea or oolong tea or any of that stuff. And any herbs I've ever taken, from black seed oil to oregano to rosemary to any of the milk thistle, all of that great stuff. No, you will not be going to the bathroom anywhere near as much as you will be when you start drinking dandelion tea. Now, 3 days straight of doing nothing but dandelion tea might be a little excessive, but I like to do things excessively. Like when I did the CBD test thing, I didn't just take a few drops, I drank the whole bottle. That bottle should have lasted me a month. I drank the whole bottle because I like to know what is going to happen if I overdose on something that you supposedly can't overdose on. So I like to take more magnesium. I like to take more potassium than is the standard governmental issued amount. I read somewhere that you could take up to 40,000 IU of vitamin D supplements. So I did. Nothing negative happened from that. So you'll be peeing a lot once you start drinking dandelion tea. And the reason is because it's detoxifying your organs. It'll cure urinary tract infections. It will help your liver and your kidneys, especially your liver. Your liver will love you for drinking dandelion tea. It tastes pretty good. It's a pleasant taste. If you have to, you could add a little bit of organic, local, raw honey. Always make sure your honey is local. That way the bees used the pollen in your area to make their honey, bee vomit. And that in return will help you to deal with any type of allergies because you will have been exposed to it in microdosing. Dandelion tea will clear your mind, get rid of brain fog, destroy any type of yeast infections you might have. So as an experiment, before I started my 3-day fast, yeah, I'm insane like that, I had some sugar. Yeah, I ate a Nutty Buddy bar, Little Debbie's, which aggravates my body like crazy to have that type of processed, disgusting sugar. But listen to me now, there's a reason I did this. And, don't laugh, I ate an entire pizza. A pizza that should have fed 4 or 5 people. I smothered it in oregano and rosemary, but it was still a pizza, still covered in dairy inflammatory cheese, and still made out of a crust of white flour, one of the most carcinogenic, most inflammatory things on the planet, and it just converts right on over to sugar itself. So I did that, went to bed, woke up in the morning, looked at my tongue in the mirror, and it had a white coat over it. Candida yeast. oral thrush because I had too much sugar. And my body does not do very well on sugar or carbs. So I get inflamed and I have all these issues. I felt horrible. That was all deliberate. And then I started my dandelion tea. First cup was just absolutely delicious. Second cup was great. I loved it. Third cup, man, the peeing was getting out of control. I couldn't even watch a TV show without getting up several times during the show to urinate. So that's what happens after you drink multiple cups. But then I went and I looked in the mirror. I looked at my tongue and it was pink. It got rid of the thrush. It got rid of the candida, which the urinating is helping with, because you're urinating out any toxins. That constant urinating is a wonderful way to detox your body. Urinating is the best way to detox your body. And you'll know you're seriously detoxing an issue that you have if your urine remains colored during your dandelion tea. It's really sunny out today. I'm not trying to be rude. I have very light sensitive eyes. They're blue, so I have to wear sunglasses. I don't wear sunglasses to be cool. I wear sunglasses to protect my very sensitive eyes. So I apologize for that in advance. So you'll get a powerful detox. You'll destroy funguses and yeasts that are living in your mouth, in your sinuses, and in your intestinal tract. That's all amazing stuff. It also calms the adrenal glands down, which caffeine does the opposite to. Caffeine really irritates and pisses off your adrenal glands. People who have stressed out adrenal glands tend to not spend a lot of time outdoors, and they're low on vitamin D, and they don't get to hear birds singing and the wind blowing and the sound of leaves in the trees. They don't get to hear any of that, and those things are extremely important, especially city dwellers, are very important for dealing with stressed out adrenal glands. The adrenal glands need relaxation. They depend on meditation. They depend on your magnesium, all the calming things in your body. Calm. So, do I support dandelion tea? Oh man, yes. I'm a huge fan of dandelion tea, and I plan on doing a dandelion tea detox once a month for the rest of my life. That means once a month I will wake up in the morning and I won't eat anything, and I'll just have dandelion tea all day until I fall asleep. My sleep, now this is probably the reason why I made the video. My sleep has been insane. Not only am I sleeping more soundly, and not only have I been sleeping longer, but I'm having these vivid dreams. Those types of dreams that seem like they were real when you wake up. And if it was a beautiful dream, you wake up kind of depressed because you realize all of a sudden it wasn't real. So I'm going on a 9-minute video here, so I'm going to quit. But I give a big thumbs up to dandelion tea. Do not have dandelion tea with any type of stimulant. Do not have it with caffeine. Do not have it with cocoa, chocolate, or anything like that. Lay off the stimulants so that your adrenal glands can relax, so that your adrenal glands can express themselves. Express yourself. All your organs just simply want to do their job. And all the processed foods and carbs and sugars that we consume, food dyes, they are all jacking up our organs so that they can't do their job properly. Now, real quickly, for any of you out there that are suffering from insomnia or have a hard time falling asleep, dandelion tea is a great way to find out if you've got liver issues. Because if you all of a sudden get really sleepy and start yawning after drinking 1 or 2 cups of dandelion tea, you know that you have a toxic liver, and your toxic liver is preventing you from getting sleep. You can't fall asleep if your body is focused on healing itself. Inflammation, shoulder pain, muscle cramps, all of those types of things, usually a magnesium potassium deficiency, are all going to prevent you from sleeping. Inflammation is your worst enemy. Remember that. Inflammation is your worst enemy. Thanks for watching. 10-minute video.